Good morning, all. Yeah, my name is Shital. So I am a SCE based out of Mumbai, and I take care of the networking portfolio in India. So as such, what I'm going to talk about is more onto the technology and not onto the sales angle. This is more to talk about the feature, functionality, and what we can achieve with the technology, and how we can make the life easy to run the applications. And not only for application, but for the users, for the administrator, everyone who has involved into that. So let me, take some time to speak about why we are going to have this session, or what the feature and functionality, and how we can tolerate with the today's technology that is emerging on. So if you have seen over the time period, the data center is shifting. So everyone is talking about the cloud, the endpoint is getting changed. They are the mobile device, they are the laptop, PCs, and all that. So because of this change, where you have a lot of application coming in the data center or going to a cloud, at the same time the endpoint is shifting, there is a need to change your application delivery platform. So I'm talking about the platform and not only about the controller or the ADC or the WAN optimization and all that. It is a platform which help you to deliver the application, which the people used to have in the data center, and they were trying to deliver the application to an end user. But if you see, because of the change in the trend, the requirement of this platform has been changed. You don't know as of today, when you have a lot of traffic that is coming on the device or onto these devices, how is the performance? So the need has been changed. Previously, when we used to talk about the ADC or the any platform, we used to say very specifically, I am looking for this much throughput, this much capacity, or this much output from a device. Today you cannot predict that. Whenever you launch any new site, whenever you launch the new application, you cannot predict how many users are supposed to come onto the application, right? And that is where we always talk about, when you decide on any application delivery platform, it should provide the high performance with respect to traffic processing, with respect to SSL transaction, with respect to request per second, and so on. And when you do this performance analysis, at the same time it should be scalable, and that is what the Ramnan taught about the tri-scale. And we are going to talk into details what is meant by scalability. Is this only a throughput scalability, or is this only a policy scalability, or anything else? And when you do the scalability and the performance, the functionality should not be compromised. At the whatever the scale that you have, the functionality should remain the same, or you should keep on adding the new and new functionality. And that is what we feel that now we don't talk about only as a ADC as a technology, but we talk about the application delivery platform. And when you look into all these requirements, basically we are saying that the next era is a technology which has been delivered to deliver all this feature functionality, considering that this is a platform and not only a controller, which controls only a specific functionality, right? It's a platform which is going to deliver the multiple functionality. So let me, go back, and what we were talking about the traditionally for the ADC is about the 4 functionality, which is a load balancing, upflow, reliability, and then the acceleration and the security. Now, what in the today's session, other than this, the traditional functionality, we are going to talk about the additional functionality, which is a new requirement for your need. So most of the times you will see that the people are coming and talking about the app visibility or identity, where you want to do a single sign-on and keep on adding the solutions into your environment. Or the people are talking about the cloud. When you have a cloud in place, or the people, when you want to deliver the application, go into the Amazon or go into the any cloud, the software and so on, you want to ensure that you provide this one as a service to your end user. Whenever there is a demand to deliver any desktop, deliver any application, you provide all this, the service to an end user. So what we are trying to say is, with the new platform that we have built up, now the ADC has become a SDC, the service delivery platform, where as and when there is a need to have a service, it can be any service, you should be able to deliver using the same device or the same hardware. And this technology we have migrated from a ADC to a SDC, which is a service delivery platform. So after this session, or during this session, we will try to highlight how we will able to deliver the new requirement on the same older ADC platform, and how it can be scaled, and how you can manage the visibility, how you can go and troubleshoot, how you can ensure that the end user is happy, and so on. So let me start with the ADC functionality, what has been built over the time period, and the people used to have this on the device. So as the Ramnan said, we have 4 major functionality which has been built on the device. One is availability, performance, upload, and security. The new functionality that we are going to talk will also fall under either any of these pillars. But for you, it's only one device or the only one technology which is underlying technology, and then you can keep on adding the services on the top of that. So into this, what we are going to talk about is a traditional functionality. At the same time, when you want to build a cloud infra or when you want to build the enterprise data center and you want to bring the more and more application in the data center, how the device or how the technology can be useful is all about, right? And when we build all this technology on the device, we call this device or this technology as a nest era, which is all the functionality, all the services which is going to be delivered from the same device or the same platform. So let me take you, into the some of the technical part of the, the traditional ADC, and then we will come back onto the service delivery platform. So as you are aware, we were talking about the availability, the compression, caching, or the, the performance, upload, and then the security. So we covered the most of them into 4 different pillars. So what I'm going to do is, and my team is going to do is, we are going to talk onto the each and every pillar in details, and then during the end of the session, we will have a demonstration of the few of the functionality that we are going to talk about, which is very new in the market, right? So what we believe is the nest era is the platform which can able to deliver or where you can provision each and everything that you are looking for. It can be for troubleshooting, it can be for delivery, it can be for performance optimization, or it can be to reduce the CapEx and the OpEx types of the scenario. So let me talk about the first functionality, which is the application availability, right? So the application availability is a functionality which help you to deliver or ensure that your application is available to end user, which is 24/7 by 365 days. It can be from a same data center, it can be from multiple data center, it can be from one ISP link, or even if you have multiple MPLS service provider, we can ensure that the application is available simultaneously on the multiple MPLS service provider. And that is what we do in the application availability. Let me take you, the few details of the application availability. So the first one to cover is the server load balancing or the link load balancing, right? So the server load balancing or the link load balancing is a technology where you ensure that your application is available from a multiple server or from a multiple ISP link or from a multiple MPLS link or anything which is from multiple connectivity. Now when we do a server load balancing, we put something called as intelligent monitoring for your backend infra. So it can be your ISP router, it can be your internet link, it can be your MPLS link, or it can be your internal infra, which is the database, app, and the web server. We have few BFSI customers. Basically what they do is they do intelligent monitoring on the backend infra. So most of the times when you design application, you know that this application has been designed to take the load of the 5,000 users, 7,000 users. But you don't have a control on the end users. The end user will keep on coming onto your applications. How to avoid the situation where you have reached to your application capacity and you don't want to allow the new users to connect onto that application. Or you want to allow only the platinum types of the user to connect the application, but any other users which is the normal users, you don't allow them to connect when you reach to a peak of the the capacity of the application. And that is what we do when we monitor the backend infra. When you configure the device, we tell the device that this is a application where you can have a capacity of the 5,000 users.